So this isn't something I typically do. I kind of leave this talk more to my girls only story, but I do feel like it needs to be expressed and it does need to be a PSA. And so this weekend I hung out with literally one of my favorite people, even though he doesn't believe that he is. And he said he doesn't believe me because I haven't mentioned him directly on my podcast. I just dropped a few little Easter eggs here and there and some subtle hints that literally describe him. I describe his characteristics and what I like on my ideal man, also his physical characteristics, and drop a few hints in my dating patterns. So he is mentioned, just not directly, but I will tell you, if you're a man, you don't want to be talked about on my podcast. It's not a good thing because that means that I learned my lesson from you and I'm using you as an example on what to not fuck with, right? If I don't talk to you in that way, like, consider yourself blessed. And that just means that I truly value our relationship that we have and that I like to keep what we have very intimate and personal, because that is something that maybe might have some potential to grow into something more. And that's just not something I'm willing to sacrifice or tarnish. So if I'm talking about you and it's not good, then that means that door has completely shut. And I literally don't give a fuck if I ever see or talk to you again. That's not a good thing. And then the reason being why I kind of wanted to talk about that is because I actually ended up hanging out with an old flame from high school. He was my first everything. We really thought we were going to be able to run it back and be on some Nelly and Ashante shit. And unfortunately, that just wasn't the case. We are two completely different people from where we left off. The first time it was fun. It was a vibe. We were reminiscing. But then the second time, his true colors showed really fucking fast because he did drink and he was very confrontational. And you know, that's something I'm not. Like, I don't put up with the bullshit. And like, he just wanted to argue about facts, about things that I don't remember from high school. And I told him, like, I was probably high most of the time, and I was probably high when these things that you're telling me happen. So I'm not going to argue with you. If you tell me that the sky is green and the grass is blue, okay, cool. I'm going to agree with you because I don't give a fuck enough to fight with you about it. And you guys know me, one of my biggest icks is sloppy drunks that act belligerent, that act confrontational. I think he kind of knew, he got under my skin a little bit because he was like, so does this mean this is the last time, like, you're not gonna fuck with me? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I might be willing to put in the work, but I feel like our interactions are definitely going to have to be a lot different going forward. And I'm the kind of person, like, if I have a long history with you, I will give you a chance, but I'm not going to give you more than 3. I'm a 3 strikes and you're out kind of girl. And that's only, like I said, if I actually like you and you maybe just had a bad day or a bad night, we have a lot of history. Those are the only people getting those chances. Anybody else, you get one chance to show me who you are before I'm like, all right, that's all I needed to see. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. And I'm not the kind of person that ghosts somebody that didn't do anything wrong. And it's more like when I'm petty and I'm just kind of like, I didn't like that, but I still kind of want to, keep them in my back pocket just in case. I don't usually ghost. For me to ghost you completely and block you from everything, like, you had to be a complete asshole and disrespected me. That shit you just don't come back from, right? If that's the case, you're gone. But I don't do that to people that I think deserve, maybe another chance. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to move the same, right? You're not gonna get my soft girl energy anymore. You're gonna get my future asshole energy. And I'm gonna tread lightly and I'm not gonna open up to you emotionally. We're gonna stick to the business and that's it. How you move determines on how I move. Like, we're reciprocating energy over here. You guys know this. I preach this in everything I say. So when I do just not really talk to you anymore, there is a reason. And if you want to communicate and talk about it, why that is, I will let you know. So long story short, you want to be the guy I don't talk about. You do not want to be the guy I openly talk about.